Welcome to another episode of Taylor's Detroit Sports Show. We're going to talk at the NFL draft, including the Lions pick and trade. Talk a little bit of Red Wings news about a fan getting arrested for burning a lightning flag, and we're going to talk some Tigers and Royals and a Justin Verlander update. If anybody else wants to call in on the show and talk some Detroit sports, you can call in at 646-478-4837. That is 646-478-4837. Also text message at 231-429-3668. Please give me your name, city, and state as you call in, or text message, and keep all your content clean. Edward Smith is with me again. How you doing, Eddie?
Doing fine, Tyler. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Just chillaxing.
Get it? Closer to the weekend. I get it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, you're in that mental mindset. Apparently the Tigers were in that same mindset too, but we'll get to that in a little bit while.
Yep. First off, the NFL draft. The Lions trade down. Trade down for the number 28th pick. They make a trade with Denver, who gets Shane Ray, for offensive guard Manny Ramirez. That's an offensive lineman.
I believe in addition to that, also they would try to get the fifth round pick for next year.
Yep.
And next year as well. So
yep.
In terms of
Denver's fifth rounder, which is this year, and a fifth round pick for next year. And then they get offensive guard. They pick offensive guard Lakeen, either Lakin or Lakeen. What is it again? Okay, Lakin Tomlinson.
Yep, born in Jamaica. Just bringing up some brief info on Twitter. He was born in Jamaica. Apparently thought football was soccer first time he came to the U.S. Played a couple of years. Played his college ball with Duke. Yes, Duke does have a football program, ladies and gentlemen. And now he is in the National Football League, and he's now a new member of the Detroit Lions.
Yep, you heard it first. As televised on ESPN. And Lakin Tomlinson does seem like a pretty good guy on offense, who can who can help make blocks for Matthew Stafford in the pocket.
This was the running game. It seems like a safe pick. Some would call it a safe pick. It's not, oh my God, it's a flashy pick, but it seems like something that's reasonable and something fits in the plan. Because if you notice the past few years, they've gone, for the most part, building their offensive linemen through the draft. They drafted Riley Reed in 2012. In 2013, they got both Adrian Waddle and Larry Horford in 2013. And now this year, by way of trade, they got Manny Ramirez. And now, with their first-round selection, they have Tomlinson. So it's clear, it's kind of like a reverse, so to speak, the way that they, in early, 2011, 2010, they tried to build a defensive lineman. Now they're trying to build their offensive lineman. I kind of thought they might go defense here, maybe a corner, because, this is me. I've always been begging for them to take a corner draft every year, like early, first, second round every year, it seems. But I figured, there's not that many quarterback prospects this year, as compared to recent years, and the ones that might not be available if the Lions were there, when the Lions were there. And maybe I thought, maybe the tackle, the linemen, they lost both Sue and Fairley. But I'm not going to, start screaming angry epithets that they got offensive linemen. I figured, okay, fine, safe pick, go along with your plan, strengthens your offensive line, which was dogged by fans and the media for years as being terrible. They're trying to build it up into a strength. That's fine by me. Let's see them go more defense oriented in the second and third rounds, though.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. Those are safe picks. Nothing too fancy or nothing too big. Just a couple offensive linemen that could get the job done. Help protect the quarterback and the running game, and try to help the running game get easy yards, especially on 3rd and 1, where they still could have taken that one yard when they went deep instead for Brandon. Yeah, and fans don't even, and most fans never even cared if it was if they had only needed 1 yard to get the first down. They just kept whining and crying that they got robbed by the referees and stuff. And they.
I don't want to go too deep into that one, but I'll just sum it up like that. Yeah, the refs screwed it up by making that call, but when it comes down to it, your defense, you still gave up on the extra points. You still failed to produce points in the second half. When all is done, you still had the ball on their midfield about 50 seconds left at a timeout with Golden Tate and Calvin Johnson as your weapons. And what your franchise quarterback fumbled the ball and ended the game right then and there. So don't be mad at the refs. Be mad at the team for calling it up late in the game. That's what your anger should have been at, not the refs. But moving on from that, I would say again, I'm content with the pick. Let's see what else they can do to help build their team, especially now that since they got more picks coming for this year and next year. You mind going through what the rest of the draft look like tonight, Taylor?
Well, the draft looked like all the fans who represented each team were pretty happy with the draft picks that each team got. The Buccaneers selected James Winston, and the Titans selected Marcus Mariota.
Todd Gurley went. I believe he went. I'm pretty sure Melvin Gordon went the top 10, and Gurley. I didn't follow much of the draft. I have no TV, and they paid not that much since his career. So I think Gurley went either top 10 or top 15 to St. Louis. I live down in Atlanta now, and like in the leading days, a lot of Falcons fans will call me to say, "Man, the Falcons, they got to find a way. If Gurley's there, take him or move up to take him." But obviously that didn't happen. So some Falcons fans, I guess, were disappointed by that since St. Louis has him now, and Melvin Gordon got selected. Winston went number 1 overall, as many expected, even though I was reading something like a late rush, so to speak. My reports, the Eagles are probably trying to make the plays to move up all the way up to number 1 and take Mariota. And even though Tennessee has selected Mariota, I don't entirely believe that the Eagles are done yet in terms of trying to formulate some kind of way to get the guys they want. Obviously, you got now fan pressure coming in. Obviously, we know the connection to Chip Kelly in Oregon. If now he wants to get his guy, this might be the best weekend to do so. So I don't believe the Eagles are done in the hunt yet for
Mariota. I also have to agree with you on that one. Yeah, there are other picks that the fans liked. Comparing this year to last year. Yeah.
Another intriguing story that caught everybody's eye was the case of La'el Collins from LSU. Was expected to be, first round selection. Now apparently due to recent developments that he may or may not have been involved in the shooting death of a pregnant woman. Now that's hurt his draft stock tremendously. You don't know if or even when or even if he's going to get selected at all this draft. So it's a very curious thing to see so far. So some unique headlines for this year's edition of the NFL draft for sure.
Yeah, at first at number 10, most Lions fans were sad that most Lions fans and media were sad that Todd Gurley decided to go to get picked by the St. Louis Rams. But he's a running back. The Lions needed more men on the offensive line.
Right. If you're going to do something on offense, I would rather you get something to help boost your offensive line. You don't need to give Matthew Stafford and crew any more weapons or toys to do what they do, okay? They got enough on offense. Now you got to find a way to strengthen your line on offense and try to improve your defense. That's all, especially now that you lost Sue and Fairley. So, and I got to see him do what they can with his quarterbacks. I want to see him take a young corner and try to develop him, hopefully that he's good, and not to try to rely too much on veteran corners that granted, help you tremendously in the safety and the back end of your secondary, but you're going to need young guys too. So maybe they draft a corner that they think is being underrated in the second or third round, and he becomes your next star. Who knows? That's the thing about the draft. You never know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the next couple of days.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. The Lions already have their offensive linemen and offensive guards, and we can wait from the second round on out. Let's see what the Lions have round 2. They got the 22nd pick of the second round of the NFL draft, number 54 overall.
Right.
Are you have any predictions on what they're going to pick at number 54?
I have no absolute idea. They could go any direction, in my opinion, because the line this is the Lions we're talking about. They've made some crazy selections and selections that we didn't expect before in second and third rounds before in years past. So I really wouldn't put past them to do anything to pick anyone rather with the second pick tomorrow. It could be a defensive lineman, could be a corner. I would prefer defense myself specifically. Either that's on your front line or in your secondary. But if they go with a linebacker or maybe another offensive lineman or even totally surprised the running back, I wouldn't put it past them because these are the Lions. They're known to do crazy stuff like this before.
Okay, we're almost halfway through the. We're almost halfway through this episode. Let's go right to a little bit of Red Wings news. Police have confirmed that a fan got arrested for burning a Tampa Bay Lightning flag in Tampa Bay